Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you to those who attended today's roundtable on a really important topic. We looked at domestic violence and its link with homelessness and what that means for services across the country and how we can better improve those services. A massive thank you to my guest star today, Sadie Jones. Sadie Jones runs a CIC called She Beasts, which empowers women and a community of women, a lot of them victims and survivors of domestic abuse, to come together and not just work out and not just use fitness as a means, but also collaborate for work purposes and collaborate for CV writing, options into education and employment, but as well build a community of friends, particularly with people who've been rehomed into a new area. Sadie was fantastic, and thank you, I'd like to say to everyone else who could attend. Some of the key things that came up today in a very multifaceted conversation were that there are frustrations from local authorities, housing associations and charities alike. Everyone is wanting to do more. Everyone is finding an area that they are frustrated with. So if you are frustrated, it isn't just you. What we need to be doing is collaborating more. And it'll be really interesting to see actually what the Domestic Abuse Act from last year achieves. As with what came up from the Commissioner lately, there's a big concern that there is a disparity between what central government believes is needed for domestic abuse services and actually what's required. Communication is also absolutely key. When we're looking at these pieces, there was a disparity again between how to get temporary accommodation and how to make better homes. And there needs to be better data sharing. This is to stop victims having to go over and over again about the trauma they faced, as there's a lot of PTSD associated with what's happening at the moment. And so if they've been through trauma, be that homelessness, be that domestic violence, making them relive that over and over again is not okay. Partnerships, continual support after someone has secured a home, better media and education at all ages also came up, and I implore you to watch the recording through to gain some better traction there. And one of the key, I guess, facts that came out for me today was that it costs £8,500 to rehome somebody if that move is unplanned. So what are you doing to make sure that those victims that are living in their homes don't have to move with their families, don't have to move with their children swiftly just to try and get out of the house? This will not only save you money and be able to invest that better into future stock, but more importantly, it will mean that people who are worried for their homes and their families don't lose that security. And something there is to hold on to is with that home, when you've got that home and stopping people being in temporary accommodation for years and years, you can then start to rebuild. As I say, we had a lot of guests today, so I'm going to do a quick run through to thank them all. Sharon Bryan, Hazel O'Halloran, Sharon Morris, Nikki D. Haddleton, Grant Hyatt, Marie Jenkins, Lynn Clayton, Laura Kravitz, Paul Powell, Suzanne MacArthur, Tina Benakova, Shamara Campbell-Richards, Andrew Fosho, Laurita Johnson, Laura Peterson, Kerry Philpott, Nisha Guazzido, Portia Marapara, and Yasmin Mahmood. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all at next week's event. It's going to be another fantastic roundtable. I will have Natalie Quilter with me, looking at how to create a carers network in your social housing organisation, which people don't realise is bigger than you think it is. Looking forward to it, and until then, thank you all, and I hope today's roundtable gave you something to take away from. Get in touch if you like the recording. Thank you.